of 610 million. And you see, Governor, by the way, it's not a trick question. We are just trying to bring out the things that your officers must explain to you and to the people. When we dealt with Kitui, the governor sitting there realized that there's a problem. When we went to the sand cess in Kitui and saw what was being reported and divided by the amount charged per truck, it looked like only 5 trucks were being charged in a day. And the governor undertook to go back and do something about it. So this is a conversation that is supposed to open our eyes. It's not supposed to put anyone in problems. That if your officers tell you that it was because of closure of that quarry, that only accounts for 200 million. There's another 400 million that was budgeted and not realized. Was it collected and pocketed, or there was another factor that led to that drop?
Chair, thank you. Chair, we are cognizant that there are measures that were not put in place, for instance, remapping of our revenue centers. Sales does not only come from quarries, but we also have revenue spots as revenue centers along the highways. That is the barriers. So we've so far make sure that we've done the remapping and we've closed on all the panya routes that are around Machakos. And that's why we are anticipating now this year to get it further. So this could have contributed to the unrealization of the money from sales.
Another one which maybe some of us here in the room pay is land rates. Is Syokimau in Nairobi or in?
It's in Machakos, Chair.
Is Katani in Nairobi?
It's in Machakos, Chair.
Mlolongo?
Machakos.
So you might find that half of the people in this room are paying land rates to you faithfully.
No, they don't. And they don't. And maybe I need to check everybody.
Okay. Now on land rates, you had a target of on land rates you previously collected 304 million. You previously collected 304 million, and then in this year you collected only 181 million. So it dropped by 68%, 123 million. Now you see land rates now, you can't say that climate change, the land disappeared. The land is still there. So how do you explain a 68% drop in land rates? And I think, again, as I said, I'm raising this so that we can get an explanation, not just for the Senate, but for the people who pay land rates in Machakos.
Chair, allow me to intervene and respond, because when we are preparing this response, I get factual information from the technical officers under CEO revenue. And they are the people on the ground, so they can at least give me facts on the reasons why we end those challenges. It is true that in financial year 24-25, rand rates, we collected 181,168,967. And this year, 80 months, we have collected 247,532,429. So you can see there is that spontaneous increment. What was the reason why
you are highlighting the problem.
You know,
so chair, through the chair, we have a reason.
I'm proceeding now to give the reason.
We have a reason.
Now the reason was this.
Let's hear.
Yeah, the reason was this. In financial year 23-24, towards the end, there was introduction of a new system, MACHAPE. And this system was to ensure now we transition 100% from the old ways of collecting revenue to the new one. So what we end in around January to March, whereby we do collect a lot of money, we faced what we call temporary disruption.
In 23, 24.
24, 25, January, somewhere there. That is when the system was introduced, MATIANG'I. And we faced what we call temporary temporary disruption, whereby the system, as we were guiding the officers to understand it and the likes. Some even logged more than several times, and even the governor was a little bit worried why they were logging more than that. Some even were suspended, but eventually we integrated the system, tukaelewa the challenges, and even they came back. So the challenge was that system. But now they have understood it. We have seen the challenge with the land rate, and we are picking.
When land rates are not paid, they remain in arrears.
Yes.
So it does not disappear.
Yes.
It should not disappear.
It doesn't disappear. It is in arrears.
It remains is it called a receivable? It's accrued.
Mr. Chairman, it becomes a receivable.
It becomes a receivable. So when will we see the effect in year 2?
I think, Chair, what I would tell you, and what I see a lot of people are waiting for, was the valuation roll. And Machakos had stayed for a long time without a valuation roll, which you already got it now, passed in the county assembly, and it's kicking on the 2nd of April. So that brings everyone to pay the current rate. So we are going to see an upsurge because the interest and all that with the new valuation drop, they get.
Yeah, I think
they get well. So we'll have an upsurge.
There we agree. You'll obviously face political challenges. I know Kiambu tried it, and then all of a sudden rates shot up, and then governors wanting a re-election don't want an uprising. But I think that's a positive one. But let's deal with this thing of MATIANG'I and that transition, because it looks like Machakos therefore lost money in the last financial year.
Machakos did not lose any money, Chair, because Machakos did not lose any money on land rates because the figures are still there. And people have, even if it's the principal, they still have to pay the principal.
That is only, MATIANG'I was not only for land rates. What about the other revenue streams?
Yeah, and that's why if we come to parking fees, it dropped by 21%. So that's a demonstration that there have been loss as a result of the transition. Because the numbers here, Governor, prior year you collected 162 million as parking, and then the year under